Dear students, today I am going to explain you a single phase DC motor drives, a topic on power electronics. There are two types of DC motor drives. One is a single phase semi-converter DC motor drives and second one is a full converter DC motor drives. This is the diagram for semi-converter DC motor drives. In this we have two SCRs and two diodes. Two semi-converters are connected to the motors. We know M stands for motor and it has two terminals. One is the armature winding, second one is the field winding. To the armature winding, one semi-converter is connected and to the field winding, second semi-converter is connected. To both the converters, we have to apply the separate supply. T1 D1 is a pair, then T2 D2 is a pair. DFW stands for a freewheeling diode. Here in this diagram, we have LARA, which are the components of armature winding. L stands for inductance, R is the resistance, and LF, RF, which are the components of field winding. Here IA is the armature current and IF is the field current. DFW stands for a freewheeling diode. This semi-converter DC motor drive works in the first quadrant as it has voltage, armature voltage VA positive and current IA also positive. So we will have a first quadrant operation of the semi-converter DC motor drives. In the next diagram, there are the waveforms for highly inductive load, where IA is positive, which is a constant having magnitude equals to IA. The next one, supply current IS, which has two polarities, one is positive and negative. From alpha A to pi, supply current is positive and having magnitude equals to IA. From pi to pi plus alpha, we have the zero supply current. Similarly, from pi plus alpha to 2 pi, we have the negative supply current. The next one is the freewheeling diode current, ID. So freewheeling diode current is having magnitude equals to IA. From 0 to alpha A, it has a positive value. From alpha A to pi, it has a 0 value. Then again from pi to pi plus alpha, we have a positive IA. This is for the highly inductive load. Now let's see our operation of this circuit in detail. On both sides of motor, that is to the armature and field winding, semi-converter is connected. If armature circuit of a DC motor is connected to the output of single phase control rectifier, means semi-converter, armature voltage can be varied by varying the firing angle of converter, that is alpha A. Means single phase control rectifier semi-converter feeds the armature circuit. Same converter is also applied in the field circuit to control the field current by varying the firing angle alpha F. Separate semi-converter fields are there to the field circuit. DFW is a freewheeling diode, works when voltage across the inductor is sufficiently high, which makes the diode forward biased. So that means whenever inductor has voltage across it very high, having polarity upper terminal minus and lower terminal plus, at that time it makes the freewheeling diode forward bias. So it works only when high voltage is across the inductor. This semi-converter is applicable to only 15 kilowatt power. Now next one is a single phase DC motor drives. Voltages, armature voltage and field voltage. VA is equals to Vm by pi 1 plus cos of alpha A. Similarly, armature field voltage Vf is equals to Vm by pi 1 plus cos of alpha F. In both the cases, alpha A and alpha F are varying from 0 to pi. Note semi-converter average output voltage for R and RL load formula. Both the formulas are written as per the semi-converter equations. We know for the semi-converter, the voltage average output voltage is given as Vm by pi 1 plus cos of alpha A. So alpha A is the firing angle of the armature side semi-converter circuit, and alpha F is the firing angle of thyristors connected in the field side or field circuit. So both formulas are same as that of the semi-converter average output voltage. Now reflection spot. Wait a minute and think on the question below. What is the function of freewheeling diode when it works? Refer the semi-converter operation done with RL load. You will get idea of function of freewheeling diode. It only works when high voltage appears across the inductor with minus upper side and lower terminal plus, which makes the freewheeling diode forward biased. I think you have got the answer of this question. Next one is a single phase full converter DC motor drives. Here we have all 4 devices SCRs and allows operation in the first and the fourth quadrant. So look at the diagram where we have 2 quadrant operation for full converter, where armature voltage is positive as well as negative, but the current is always positive. So we will have the 2 quadrant operation. Now this is the waveform for full converter DC motor drives, where I is again constant, but the supply current is not only a positive, but it has both the values from minus IA to plus of IA. From 0 to alpha it has minus IA, from alpha to pi plus alpha it has a plus IA, and from pi plus alpha to 2 pi it has a negative. So this supply current is varying from continuously from minus IA to plus IA with the proper steps. Now single phase full converter DC motor drives armature voltage and the field voltage. Here VA is a twice Vm by pi cos of alpha A, and Vf is equals to twice Vm by pi cos of alpha A. Both firing angles alpha and alpha F are varying from 0 to pi. Note full converter average output voltage for R formula, which is same as that of the twice Vm by pi cos of alpha. Only you have to replace alpha by alpha A and alpha F respectively of the 2 semi-converters. Now next is the reflection spot. Reflection spot means you should wait for a minute. Wait a minute and think on the question below. What is the difference between semi-converter DC motor drives and full converter DC motor drives? So what is the difference? The first difference is that two SCRs in the semi-converters and two diodes. In the full converter, we have all four SCRs which are all controllable in nature. Secondly, the average output voltage formulas for semi-converter and full converter. Third, supply current waveform for the semi-converter and full converter. So refer the waveforms given in the presentation and answer the question below. I think you have got a clear idea of differences between the two converters. Now, force commutated force commutated AC to DC converters can also be used to improve the power factor and to reduce the harmonics. We know the power factor is given as active power or useful power to the actual power available to the circuit. So useful power gets improved if force commutated SCRs are used in both the converters. Force commutated SCRs means by controlling the alpha firing angle, we can control the output voltage and we can forcefully switch off the thyristors. Means we can change the transfer of current from one thyristor to another using the force commutation. So it reduces the power, it reduces the harmonics and improves the power factor. Smoothing inductor LM can also be used in series with the armature circuit to reduce the ripple current to the acceptable magnitude. So LM can be used after the freewheeling diode in series with the inductor winding of the motor. Mostly out of these both converters, full converter is preferable because it has 4 SCRs which are controllable in nature. So by controlling all the 4 SCRs, we can control the average output voltage of the circuit and we can control the armature voltage and field voltage. So mostly full converter is preferable. References. So I have referred only one single book from your syllabus, textbook 1, T1, which is the Power Electronics by Rashid, 2nd edition. If you have any query, kindly contact. Thank you.